Today I'm going to be reviewing these Powerbait trout nibbles, and I have bought these and used them a decent amount of time. They're made by Berkeley, and typically I'll put these on a smaller hook. Today I'm out fishing for bass out here in the pond, as you can see, and so I'm not going to be using these, and the hook that I have on my line is way too big to use these. But these do work well. They are floating, so that's something important to keep in mind when you're fishing for trout. These are going to just kind of float on the top, so you don't want to make sure you're not using a ton of weight or a ton of what's the word I'm looking for, I guess, a big hook. You're going to want to use a relatively small one. Now, these are little balls, so let me go ahead and show you what it looks like inside. These are going to be little balls and that you're going to just stick right onto your hook. I found they seem to look like maybe a corn or something that you might use for trout, and so maybe that's why they work well. I typically won't mold them when I put them on my hook. I'm just going to stick them on, and they do stay relatively well. However, the issue that I've run into, as with any of these things, is, boy, when they get hot, man, they can start to almost melt after a few casts. You know, if the water is not really, really cold, obviously you're fishing for trout, but if the water is not really cold, they can start to deform. So that's just an issue that you might run into with this specific one. But overall, this is the original scent, the trout nibbles that I purchased, and they will work to help you catch some trout. As you can see here, that's how they recommend you put them on. So just a small hook, put it on there on the bottom, and so you can hopefully catch some trout.